we're here. We're ready. With you here for the Hugh McLean A bracket North Final between the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks and the Shelburne Muskies here at the Plex in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Andrew Rogers with you, late but here, and ready to bring you tonight's action as this puck is shot, and it's deep in the zone here. This is a shot by Froats, and it was stopped by Dominique Marquis, starting goaltender for the Shelburne Muskies here tonight. Back in the line, and it's Fraz playing it ahead to Hellier. Hellier picks it up, plays it back to Fraz in behind his own net. Fraz will leave it there. It's picked off, though, by Shelburne. They center. It's intercepted by McDermott. McDermott in his own end now will control it there. Paychef, the starting goaltender for Port Elgin, Saugeen Shores Winterhawks, and Dominique Marquis getting the start tonight for the Shelburne Muskies in this game one of the best of 7 Hugh McLean A bracket championship. 4 teams fighting for this trophy, 2 in the north and 2 in the south, the Erin Outlaws and Tillsonburg Thunder, the matchup in the south. They get underway tomorrow. Like I say, Andrew Rogers with you. We're live at the Rio Raji 21. Late but here as this puck is sent in. It'll be fired around. It's in front, this shot scores! McLean with a blast from the high slot, and that beats the goaltender, Dominique Marquis, and the Winterhawks strike first. They lead it 1-0 here in game 1 of this best of 7. Faceoff coming up here at center. Miles McLean getting the scoring underway, the Winterhawks captain. Hey. Jordan McKinnon joining me here. I knew I remembered your last name, pal. My bad. My bad. He's one of the best in the OEHL in senior hockey. Just awesome stuff. As Corey Allen picks his puck up and it's going to be whistled down. Maybe a glove hand pass. Anyways, great to see everybody. Some good viewership, too, on that first one. Yeah. All right, so Miles McLean puts it home to give the Winterhawks a 1-0 lead here. This one's going to be sent off of the skate of Freiberger, who brings it in across the line. He gets dumped by Corey Allen. LaRue, he'll throw it ahead to Alejandro Nicastro of Shelburne. This is going to be fired ahead and into the Winterhawk zone. Paychef leaves it there. Shot around by Caleb Morrison up the boards. LaRue keeps it in. Tried to play it to Nicastro. It was pinched off there. Just watch your step. Sutter plays it back to Hellier, and he's going to take it in his own end here. Hellier throws it ahead off the skate or stick of Sutter, and he gives it away. Now it'll be played by Shelburne up the ice, but it's going to evade any Muskies, but they're going to say it was tipped in, and now it'll be the Winterhawks puck in their own end. Froats, he'll bring it ahead across center, and across the line he comes to the outside. McDermott couldn't deflect that on goal, and let's try that again, I guess. I don't know what's been going on tonight, folks. Just an absolute horrendous day. 1:31 to go here in the first period, and Sean Caruso in the box for Shelburne, putting the Winterhawks on the power play here. Like I said, minute 31 to go in first period. And Winterhawks going to the power play here with a 3-0 lead. McLean has it. Going to throw it to Hellier. Hellier's going to control it at the line, wait for traffic to unfold. Now he puts it over to McDermott. Shoots there off the body, and Karam's in behind the net. Shelburne going to try and get this out, but can't. Winterhawks take control again. Flick. Back to the line to Hellier. Hellier over to Flick. Flick's got it. Plays it down low to Marlowe. We're in the final minute. Period 1. McLean. Down low, Marlowe. And he puts it into the middle. It's intercepted, and now Shelburne's going to go after it. McDermott. And back in his own end, plays it on the boards there. Hellier into the middle, out of the reach of Donaldson, and it's going to be picked up by Shelburne. They'll throw it out. Burke's going to go after it. Paychev out to play it away. 23 left. McLean bringing it up the ice across center and puts it in the middle. Donaldson with speed, couldn't get the shot away. 15 left. Down low. Over to McLean. Into the corner. McDermott. And 5 left. No shot yet. Hellier still has it. 3 left. And Flick turns. Oh, he had an opportunity, but no buzzer beater here, as that was well afterwards. And referee waves it off, and that'll do it for period 1. After 20 minutes in the books. That was interesting, wasn't it? Let's do it again in about 15 minutes or so. Period 2 coming up here. Andrew Rogers with you. Trying my hardest here in Port Elgin at the Plex in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. We'll be back. Live on YouTube, it's OEHL Hockey from the Plex in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. For tonight's OEHL A Bracket North Conference Final, the Hugh McLean Trophy, game number 1 between the Shelburne Muskies and the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. It's a best of away with game at the Plex in Port Elgin. Tonight's game is brought to you by the brand new OEHL podcast titled The Rog and Don Show. This is starring Andrew Rogers and Chris Donnelly. It's live OEHL hockey at the Real Raji 21 on YouTube from the Plex in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Back for period 2. Here between the Shelburne Muskies and Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. Puck back in the Winterhawks zone. Andrew Rogers with you. We're live. Real Raji 21. Great to have you with us. Muskies and Winterhawks. Game 1 of this A bracket championship North final. As that one's off the side of the net, off of the stick of Justin Marlowe. And Levine's got it. And he's going to hang on. One other game going on in the OEHL playoffs. Elora Rocks, Petrolia Squires. Just want to double check that for you guys while I have a moment here. See if I can provide you with a out-of-town update. At least I'm going to try. Oh, there we go. Petrolia leads 2-0 over the Elora Rocks. That one, I would guess in the second period. It looks like maybe first intermission still, but Paychef able to get that puck and he'll hold on. We're early on here in the second period. Winterhawks leading 3-0. No longer on the power play, back 5-on-5. Winterhawks getting goals from Miles McLean, Rob Flick, and Justin Marlowe in the first. Puck in across the line as the Muskies turn it away, and White shoots it in. Winterhawks going to go in after it. Fitzsimmons plays it in front. This is going to be intercepted by Shelburne, and they're going to get it out. Herb Shot plays it into the middle. It's tipped, but given away there by Dakota Prentice, and now it's ahead to Burke. Burke in across the line, shoots, save Paychef. Now it's going to be skated away by Freiberger. He'll bring it in across the line to the backhand. In behind the net, centering pass. It'll be deflected away by Shelburne. And they're going to shoot it ahead to Caruso, but it was out of his reach. Caruso shoots it off the side of the net as he tried to bank it in. Allen shoots it toward the net. Nicastro goes down. It'll be played up the boards and out of the zone. Back in the Shelburne end off the boards. Nicastro as they have 3 in across the line. Nicastro centers. Oh, that good block by Herb Shot to keep that from going to the far side. Centering pass now. Allen turns, can't get the shot away. Sorry, Caruso. And now it's going to be picked up by Benedetti, who shoots it in. Shelburne in after it. Morrison plays it away. Going to be intercepted by the Muskies. This will be shot ahead. White. Or excuse me, that's Hellier. He'll pick it up, play it away. Froats throws it across McDermott. He had it stripped away, and it'll be played ahead. Fraser Cocker went after it, number 91. He's going to go after it in the corner now and come up with it. Played there by Shelburne toward the net. Deflecting down, and now it's going to come ahead to Flick. Flick's going to cross the blue line and bring it to the middle. He had the stick lifted, kind of hooked there, as Sims goes into the boards. Froats trying to grab it off of him, plays it down low. McDermott now with Flick. McDermott trying to center, can't. He will try again. There's a shot from Flick. Blocker save, rebound. Shot just wide. Froats on the doorstep. As we played into Froats in behind the net. He gives it away in the corner, and it's played away. Hellier keeps it in. Flick shoots. Oh, he kind of fanned on that as Levine made the blocker save. Now it's going to be played by Shelburne to the line. They're finally going to get this puck out. Cocker in across the line, dropped. Magoni trying to keep it in. Palmer joining the play, can't. As Flick picks it up, he'll bring it across the line again. Flick to McDermott, or Donaldson, it was out of his reach. Marlowe in the corner after it. 3-0 Winterhawks here as we approach the 5-minute mark of period 2. Played in front, oh, Marlowe couldn't tap that one in behind Levine, and it's back into the Winterhawks zone now for Fraz. Andrew Rogers on the play-by-play live at the Rio Raji 21. Apologies for streaming issues tonight, because that's going to be an icing against Saugeen Shores. It's an icing, and we'll take a breather. But yeah, apologies for the stream tonight. I don't know what to tell you. I wish I had an answer, but unfortunately I do not. Just one of those days. Feels like a Friday the 13th, even though it isn't Friday the 13th. It's February 27th, as we are inching closer and closer to March, and hopefully better days ahead in terms of the weather, because this winter has been absolutely horrendous. This will be played ahead by Shelburne, and they're going to skate it in. Weber had it stripped away, but it's picked up by Vincent DeCastro. He turned, couldn't fire it on net. Winterhawks pick it up, and they'll play it out. Down the ice, and they're going to call another icing, this time against the Winterhawks. Today's OEHL playoff broadcast brought to you by the Raj and Don Show. That's also on at the Rio Raji 21 YouTube channel. The new OEHL branded podcast featuring myself, Andrew Rogers, and former senior hockey player Chris Donnelly, formerly of the Delhi Flames and Allura Rocks. And just all around good guy. And here's a centering press, they shot, they score! Shelburne is on the board here in the second period. Centering pass there filled in by Jack Beck, number 9. He's on the board, and the Muskies have their first goal of the hockey game. So the Winterhawks lead is cut down. It's now 3-1 here with 14:02 to go. Number 9, Jack Beck with the goal. Late season addition to the Shelburne Muskies, and has played really well for the Muskies down the stretch, and he gets one here in the first game of this best of 7 series for the A championship in the North, as that one's sent in on Paychef, and he'll hold it. So A bracket is the Hugh McLean Trophy. There are 4 teams that will play for it, 2 in the north, 2 in the south. The 2 in the north are the 2 you see here tonight, Saugeen Shores and Shelburne. Over on the south side, Erin and Tillsonburg. That best of 7 series gets underway tomorrow in Tillsonburg with game number 1. Game 2 of that series will be Sunday in Erin. In across the line, delayed offside for Saugeen Shores. Well, I thought it was anyway, but now it's back into the Winterhawks zone. They'll just play it into the neutral zone, where McGurk will throw it back to Carter LaRue. LaRue over to McGurk. He'll throw it ahead to Corey Allen. He'll skate around Erbshot and go in after it. Hellier plays it ahead to Sutter. Sutter throwing it in on Levine. He's going to stop it there and hold on. Face-off coming up here to the left of Levine. It's won back by the Winterhawks, but they can't get the shot away, and Shelburne is going to pick this puck up. Magoni across the blue line. He'll shoot. Blocker save, Paychef. Big check in the corner there, and we get a whistle. I didn't see it, but I heard it. And the hit on Magoni, and he is headed to the players bench of Shelburne. Like I say, you could hear it, and he's going to get attended to there. Like I say, you definitely heard it. there's a penalty coming up here, and I'm not 100% sure who it's to. Looks to me like it's Caleb Morrison, number 20. So, and I think boarding is going to be the call on this with 12:45 to go, and it gives Shelburne the power play. Faceoff going to come up here in the Winterhawks end to the left of Paychef. Winterhawks win that back, and they'll play it off the boards to the line, kept in. But now it's going to be skated out, and we have a 2-on-1 flick with Freiberger, and Levine gets across to make the save. Freiberger fanned on that, but Levine gets across to make the stop and keep it a 3-1 game. What a chance shorthanded for the Winterhawks. Shelburne able to take it off the face-off, and they'll play it ahead. This is going to be sent back in, though, by the Winterhawks, and Shelburne will have to regroup. We have 1:40 left in the power play. Shelburne going to skate this ahead. It's across to Corey Allen. He'll play it into the middle. Shelburne trying to organize on this power play, and they get it back to the line. LaRue across to Palmer. Keith Palmer, number 13. Oh! They kept in just at the line, and Paychef able to make the save with Allen right there on the doorstep. That was really close to the line to being offside. 1:18 in the power play here. We're in the second period. Winterhawks leading 3-1. Goals in this game: McLean, Flick, Marlowe, and goals for Shelburne is number 9, Jack Beck, as puck comes across to Corey Allen, who's going to bring it in across the line. Allen tried to put it in the middle. It deflected out of the zone. Shelburne back to get it, and they're going to play it ahead to Weber. He plays it into the zone, picked off by Saugeen Shores, but Muskie's able to regain it. Centering pass. Chance for Beck, and he can't finish. Paychef able to hold it, and we'll get a whistle. Good chance there for Shelburne. Eric Paychef stands strong. $11:30 to go here in the second period. 45 seconds left in the Caleb Morrison boarding penalty. Muskie's still on the power play here. Winterhawks clear it to the line, kept in. Prentice shoots, good save, rebound. Oh, it was there for Vincent DeCastro, but he couldn't stuff it in the open side. Hellier picks it up. He'll backhand it up the boards. McLean trying to get it out and does. He'll bring it ahead. Muskie's able to get it though, and now it's Burke. He has DeCastro in front. A deflection by Erbshot almost ended up in the back of his own net. Here's a centering pass now. Prentice across. McGurk shoots, save Paychef, and he's gonna hang on. Good battles there from all involved on the ice, and leads to a Paychef save, keeping us at 3-1. $14 left in the power play. Winterhawks are going to get this puck out. All the way down to Levine. Again, he hasn't played since the very first regular season game for the Muskies this year, which was back before October. Like, I don't even think he came in a backup type situation as the power play expires and we're back to even strength, back into the neutral zone. 10:33 to go here in period 2, as this is ahead to Weber. He had it stripped away from Fraz, or by Fraz. Sutter had it stolen here, and Palmer couldn't get a shot. Now it's Beck across. Benedetti down low. Palmer looking for Beck. They score! Weber! That one caroming to the open side, and Chris Weber was there to deposit it into the back of the net. And Shelburne has 2 unanswered here in the second period to make this a 3-2 game. All of a sudden, we got a game. These two teams met twice this year. The game in Shelburne earlier on in the season, Port Elgin winning 7-6 on a late Josh Erbshot goal. And then this game, the rematch back here at the Plex, it was a 5-1 Winterhawks win. Weber scores to make it a 1-goal game. Here's a shot off the stick and into the corner. Flick out there looking like a man on a mission. Flick goes to the backhand. It's loose. McDermott couldn't slide that in as Levine was there in position, and it's out. Erbshot now in his own end, puts it across Hellier, plays it ahead. Froats plays it into some skates, but it's picked off, and now it's fired into the netting by Sebastian De Castro, and it'll be whistled down. 9:29 to go here in the second period, and all of a sudden a 1-goal game. I know. This one's played around the boards. It's going to be picked off by Donaldson. He finds McLean, who was checked from behind, and he couldn't get the shot away. Now to be played away by Shelburne. Caleb Morrison in his own end with the puck. He'll play it ahead. If he's stripped, though, by Fraser Cocker, and now another big hit by Sims. Puck up the boards to center. McLean's going to get it and bring it in across the line. Puts to Marlowe. Marlowe into the middle of McLean. No shot. Goes around the net instead, and now it's deflected away. Another centering pass here, and it's still in behind the net. Magoni can't get there at the line. Shot from Morrison. Hit a body in front, and I think it might have been his own teammate. Weber comes the other way. Latest goal scorer here. Chris Weber leaves it for Palmer to the backhand. Circles and fires it to McGurk at the line. He'll shoot. Glove save, Paychef, and he hangs on, no rebound. And we get a whistle. 3-2 Winterhawks here in game number 1 of this Hugh McLean Trophy A bracket North Final. It's a best of 7 between the Winterhawks and the Muskies. And this is, like I say, game 1 here at the Plex. Game 2 goes Sunday afternoon at 1:30 in Shelburne, as that's an icing call against the Winterhawks. 8:17 now to play here in period 2. I want to give a shout out to everyone who's stuck around for the streams. I apologize for technical difficulties we had in the first period. Computer shutting off twice. And also apologies for the late start, as you know, it's just been one of those days. So this is going to come ahead and intercepted though by Erbshot. Off a body and into the netting and out of play. And we'll get a whistle. Yep, just every now and then, you know, you just have one of those days. With 7:58 to go here in the second. One other game going on in the OEHL in the playoffs on the AA side. The Elora Rocks are in Petrolia taking on the Squires on the South Division side of things in that best of 7 in the second round. At last looked, Petrolia was up 2-0 on Elora at the intermission. We'll check that, excuse me, when we have a moment. And here comes Didier Konings the other way. His shot was intercepted. Rebound! Oh, shot off the crossbar and out. Burke rang it off the iron and behind Paychef, who may have gotten a piece too. But it stopped and whistle is blown and we'll get a face-off here. (3-1) Petrolia lead, and they are playing currently with about 8 minutes left in the second period. Shot across, and Winterhawks are going to gather it. Fraz into the middle. Froats. In across the line, drops for McDermott. Shoots. Didn't miss by much. Levine might have gotten a piece. Across! Oh, Levine, glove save on Flick, who fanned on that one. I don't think he got all of it. But Levine able to get over there and put a glove on it and make the save. Keeps it at a 3-2 game for the Winterhawks here with 7:04 to go in the second. Shot there is deflected away as we see Jake Belvedere, number 28 of Shelburne, in the crowd here tonight. Glove save Levine, and he hangs on. Jake Belvedere, number 28, good friend of mine. Got to meet him and chat with him a lot this season, and terrific human being and great hockey player, and hopefully we see him before this season ends, because he's a real difference maker out there. Shot high over the net of Levine. Morrison into the corner. DeCastro plays it around. Erbshot keeps it in as Caruso couldn't get it out. Centering pass is going to be picked up by Shelburne's Corey Allen. He'll play it across looking for Caruso, who dumps it in. He's going to go to the bench. He's at the end of his shift. DeCastro, he got dumped in behind the net, and he gave the puck away in the process. Now it's ahead. Donaldson across the line. Leaves for Marlowe to the backhand. Centering pass, it's still there, just loose and shot wide on the glove side. Erbshot can't keep it in, and it's out of the zone. Morrison off the boards now to Erbshot. Erbshot going to take a skate, and across the line he comes. Try to get in, had it stripped away, and here comes Shelburne the other way. Now it's Fraser Cocker into the middle. Magoni joining the play late, puts it to Sims. Sims across to McGurk, and went off his shin pad and out of the zone, and McGurk just fires it in. And Winterhawks will be back for it. This will be sent ahead off a body and into the zone. Logan Freiberger after it. Into the middle. Almost intercepted by the Winterhawks, but here comes Shelburne the other way. Cocker shoots. Deflected into the glove hand of Eric Pachef, and he'll hang on. 5:26 now to play here in the second. Face-off one, and Dakota Prentice picks it up. He'll play it in to the corner, but it was intercepted by Saugeen Shores. On the boards, now to Palmer. He turns and brings it into the zone. Leaves for Weber, who plays it to Palmer. He couldn't get a stick on it. Prentice keeps it in. Vincent DeCastro in the corner. To the line to Prentice. Prentice fakes, puts it to Vincent DeCastro. Into Chris Weber. Weber on the backhand, tied up by Freiberger. Might have gotten away with a hook on that one. This is back to the line. Benedetti fanned on the shot, and it's picked off. Here's Logan Freiberger. He has the break. Saved by Levine. Good one. And we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get a penalty shot? Or was the net off? I don't think that's a defeat. They're in the second period. It started at 8:30. There's no way that game's over by now. It's only an hour and a half. Like, it's 3-1 Petrolia in the second. That's what he meant. I'm thinking that's what he meant. Should have said that. 4:30 to go here in the second period as we play on. Flick into the middle. He was boarded, and it came all the way out the other side. Here's a firing pass across. Beck couldn't corral it in. Fraz trying to get it out and does. Floats across to McDermott. He'll bring it in. McDermott centers, scores, floats. What a pass from Brent McDermott. And the Winterhawks restore the 2-goal lead. It's now 4-2 with 4:10 remaining here in the second.
It is still going.
Yeah.
It's still going.
Yeah. Ethan Froats with the latest for the Winterhawks that restores their 2-goal advantage. Gets the Muskies pair here in the third back at least one. And again, it puts our score at 4-2 with 4:10 remaining here in the second period. What a pass, though, from number 27, longtime Winterhawk, Brent McDermott. Hellier going to bring it ahead. Hellier to the corner. He gets bodied off the puck. Hellier in the corner again against Prentice. And behind the net for the Winterhawks here. Centers, scores, Hellier! Bang, bang, in a matter of moments. And the Winterhawks have once again seized control here as they now lead it 5-2. This time it's Rob Hellier. Or excuse me, that's Todd Hellier. That's what I meant. Todd Hellier with the latest. Beautiful shift there from number 4 of the Winterhawks, and like I say, 2 quick ones here. Restores the 3-goal lead after the Muskies scored 2 to make it close. Into the middle now to Palmer. Shot there, deflected off the stick and wide. Palmer took a hit from Freiberger. Now it's played away by the Winterhawks as Sutter was dumped and Freiberger into the middle. Penalty coming up here, and it's going to be for either a knee or a trip. Penalty here is going to go to the Muskies. And this time it's Prentice who's going to go to the box, putting the Winterhawks on the power play here with a 5-2 lead. 3:17 to go. Face off to the left of Levine. Winterhawks have it, but they'll put it back to the line. Now it's out. And Winterhawks back in their own end to set up on this power play. Pressure by Jack Beck on the forecheck on the penalty kill. Into Flick. It's a kneeing penalty against Prentice as Flick had it stripped away, but now McDermott following on the play goes to the backhand. Shot across to Marlowe. He couldn't get it. Now he's got it. And behind the net, McDermott. Lost it there for a second, and it's fired to the line, kept in. Winterhawks have it, and they'll control on this power play. As we played into the corner, centering, McLean out of the corner, put it wide. Here's Flick. He was knocked down and fired out. Good chance there for Flick, but was slowed up there because he was held as the shot came in and wasn't able to muster all of it. He's a big boy. You'd think he would be able to. Hellier going to skate this to the blue line no further. Now he gives to McLean, and they're offside due to the extra move at the blue line. 50 seconds left in the power play for the Winterhawks. Eric Pachev in net for Saugeen Shores. Chris Levine in net for the Shelburne Muskies. This is game number 1 of the Hugh McLean Trophy A bracket. On the north side, the North Conference Final. 2 teams on the south side, the Erin Outlaws and the Tillsonburg Thunder, get that best of 7 started tomorrow night in Tillsonburg at 7:30. Ahead is Logan Freiberger into the corner. Freiberger to the line to Erbschot. He'll throw it across. Erbschot again at the line. Puts it over to Freiberger. Shoots off a skate and into the corner. Freiberger again with 22 left. Erbschot. Shoots. Deflected. Levine's got it and he'll hang on. 1:34 now to play here in the period. 5-2 Winterhawks. It was 3-0 Winterhawks at one point before the Muskies scored twice here in the second period to make it a 3-2 game, but back-to-back goals from the Winterhawks in quick fashion made this a 5-2 score where we stand currently. Off the glass and into the corner. Winterhawks still have it. Donaldson with a little bit of fancy stick work there. Erbschot. 4 seconds left. Now it's shot in. Levine makes the save. It's to the corner. Back to even strength. Kept in by Erbschot here. He'll shoot. Deflected away, and now it's Sebastian De Castro with it. Erbschot going to keep it in the corner. Erbschot now still in behind the net. Last minute here in the second. Centering pass, looking for McLean out of his reach. Hellier into the corner, still has it. Circles out and goes to the line. Plays it across to White. He'll throw it in the corner. McLean. Back to Rob White. White offers to McLean. Back to White again. Over to Hellier. Hellier on the backhand. Still in behind the net now, looking for McLean. He can't get open. Hellier still has it. No shot yet. McLean across. 25 left. Hellier again. It's all Winterhawks on this possession. Donaldson out from behind the net. No shot yet. There he shoots wide glove side. Target practice for Donaldson. Kept in and a trip at the line and it's out. Now it's over to McLean. 2 seconds left. He'll fire it in and that'll do it for the period. 40 minutes are in the books. Winterhawks leading 5-2 as we head to the third. Game 1. Hugh McLean A bracket championship, North Championship final between the Muskies and the Winterhawks. Game number 1, best of 7 series. We'll be back for period 3 in a little while. Andrew Rogers with you live, Real Raji 21. We'll be back period 3. Stick around. Live on YouTube, it's OEHL Hockey from the Plex in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. For tonight's OEHL A Bracket North Conference Final, the Hugh McLean Trophy, game number 1 between the Shelburne Muskies and the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. It's a best of 7 series that gets underway with game 1 tonight at the Plex in Port Elgin. Tonight's game is brought to you by the brand new OEHL podcast titled The Raj and Don Show. This is starring Andrew Rogers and Chris Donnelly. It's live OEHL hockey at the Real Raji 21 on YouTube from the Plex in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. All right, everybody, welcome back in. Period 3, about to get underway here at the Plex here in Port Elgin, Ontario. Andrew Rogers on the play-by-play with you. Great to be here, of course, as always. We start the third with the Winterhawks leading 5-2. Hellier brings it across center and dumps it in. It's into the corner and played up the boards. Hellier going to grab it there and play it across. Fraz shoots. Save Levine, and he'll hang on. Chris Levine making his first start for the Muskies and first appearance in the Muskies goal since the first game of the 2025-2026 regular season for Shelburne. This is brought out by LaRue. He'll play it to Palmer, and he'll bring it in across the line. Palmer to the corner. Vincent DeCastro had it stripped away, and Flick is going to bring it up the other way. Gives to McDermott. McDermott with Flick. McDermott gets around. Levine makes the save. He kind of walked around Aaron McGurk with ease, and Levine makes the save. White plays it on the boards to McLean. He's going to put it back in his own end here as Beck comes in after it. Beck into the middle. It was intercepted, though, by the Winterhawks. Here they come the other way. Donaldson with it. They'll shoot it toward the net, and it's into the corner. McLean back to White. He'll shoot. That's wide on the glove side. Big check there on Donaldson as it comes to the line. Kept in. Benedetti puts it around. Donaldson with the hit, but he gets it out. In across the line they come here. Jack Beck shoots. Glove save. Paychef almost caught leaning and makes the save. 18:30 to go. The cage you see Rob White wearing, it was actually Saugeen Shores and Shelburne. In Shelburne early on this season, the Saugeen Shores 7-6 win, courtesy of Josh Erbshot, who scored late to win it. In that game, though, Rob White ended up leaving in the first period because he took a puck to the face and broke his jaw, and now he's got the full cage out there, and that was a pretty wild situation there as Shelburne almost gets caught with too many men on the ice. In behind the net, Muskie's trying to get this puck out. They'll get it to the line no further. Played into the corner. Weber plays it around to DeCastro. Sebastian, he'll play it off the boards and out. Picked up by Morrison. He'll play it across. Hellier's got it. He'll cross center, dump it into the zone. Caruso. He'll play it up the boards, looking for Palmer. He's got it. Palmer going to turn. He'll fire it up. And he's got Weber. Weber has a man going to the net. Centers! Oh, deflected just over the net. What a chance for Caruso. Couldn't put it in the back of the net. Nicastro had it stripped away. Allen's got it now, but it's stripped by Froats. Onside, shoots off a skate into the netting, out of play. Chances at both ends, but no goals to be recapped. 17:08 to go. Period 3. Winterhawks lead 5-2. Flick picks it up in his own end here, and he'll skate it away. Brings it into the zone. Tried to center for Erbshot, but it was out of his reach. Here come the Muskies up the ice. Allen in across the line. Tried to go to the backhand, had it stripped away, and it's played out by the Winterhawks. One other game going on, and that's Petrolia. They lead 3-1 over the Elora Rocks. And across the line, they're onside. It'll be played off the boards to the Winterhawk blue line. They are Well, in the third period in Petrolia at the Greenwood Rec Center. Centering pass here picked up by the Winterhawks. Centering pass. White has it. Shoots. Just missed. Glove side. Played it in the middle of the Flick. Flick couldn't get the shot away. His stick broke. And now he'll have to go to the bench for a new one. Here come the Muskies. There's a shot wide blocker side. It's going to careen all the way out of the zone. Donaldson picks it up for the Winterhawks. Looking in front there. Centering pass. Shot there, and it's deflected away, and it'll be whistled down. Levine able to smother it, and he'll hold on. Tomorrow, 5 games in the OEHL playoffs. It gets underway at 5 o'clock. Elmville at Minto. You have Ripley at Durham, 6:30. Aaron at Tilsonburg, 7:30. Tavistock in Seaforth, 7:30. And then Petrolia traveling to Elora for Game 2 of that series at 9 o'clock. Winterhawks lead 5-2 here in Game 1 of this best-of-7 North Conference Final for the Hugh McLean Trophy. Puck is played ahead to Burke. In across the line he comes. Burke puts it down to Beck. Out of his reach, it's in the corner. Benedetti pinching in, puts it to the far side. Nobody home though for the winner or for the Muskies. To be played into the middle of the White. White looking for Donaldson. He's got it. Donaldson at his own blue line there. Plays it over to McLean. He brings it into the Muskie zone, shoots it into the corner. Marlowe back to White into the corner. Going to deflect to Fitzsimmons. He'll play it into the Marlowe in behind the net. Marlowe centers. Fitzsimmons has it. Fitzsimmons shoots wide on the blocker side. White plays it in. Winterhawks controlling a lot of the play currently. Puck in the corner there. It's going to be smothered by the Winterhawks. Marlowe centers, or at least he tried to center. Still has control in behind the net. Marlowe again doing some nice work on this play. In the middle, it's going to be played away. Down the ice. Konings tried to get to the net, but he couldn't get there. Strips it from Hellier, but he recovered to get the puck out. Now it's shot in by the Muskies. Hellier again into the middle dangerously to Freiberger, but it works out. Muskies gather it though, and they're going to try and play it out. Can't. Centering pass to Fitzsimmons off the pad of Levine. And it'll be picked up and played away to Weber. Weber in across the line. Trying to get there, he was taken down. On the boards. Muskies trying to gain control, they do. Across to Prentice. Prentice shoots off a skate. Erbshot getting in the way of that one. Now it's going to be played across to Erbshot, who comes in against Prentice. Offside at the line. And it'll be whistled down. 13:34 to go. $13:34 to go here in period 3, 5-2. Winterhawks lead it. Face-off going to be to the left-hand side of Levine of the Shelburne Muskies. Back to the line to Hellier. He's going to play it to Flick. Flick to Hellier. It's a penalty against Sims of Shelburne, which puts the Winterhawks on the power play. Just realizing that. As Winterhawks are going to bring it in across the line. McLean in the corner. He got the scoring started in the first. Now it's Flick. Has Hellier at the line as him and McLean switch spots. McLean at the line over to Hellier. McLean gets it back. Looking to shoot, doesn't. Hellier to the backhand. Still has no shot yet. McLean now. Flick with room. Centers. Chance here in behind the net for McDermott. Looking for a man to pass it to. Good pass to McLean. McLean, fans urging for a shot here. None available yet. Marlowe back to McLean to Hellier. Hellier again. Still no shot, it's in the corner. And Prentice is going to pick this up and fire it out for the Muskies. Restless fans just asking for a shot. And Muskies able to clear. Hellier across, so this is McDermott. He had it stripped away by Allen at the line, who's able to get it to the line and out. Now it's Burke with a step. Burke trying to get there on Paycheff. He can't get the shot away as he fanned on it in the corner. Here comes Donaldson with the puck. In across the line. Couple of moves. Oh, he just missed, but he drew a penalty. And it'll be whistled down. Wow, smooth stick handling from Trevor Donaldson draws the penalty. And Muskies take another one, and it'll be a 5-on-3 here. Winterhawks control on this 5-on-3. McLean, shot it well wide. It carried him to Erbshot. 3 seconds left before the penalty expires. That one blocked in front by the Muskies and sent down the ice. Big block there by Shelburne. Paycheff plays it to the blue line where Freiberger leaves it there for Flick. Flick in across the line. Drops for Froats. Froats shoots, save Levine, and he'll hang on. Hellier plays it in deep. This is McDermott. Back to Hellier. Over to McDermott. They work to the outside. Hellier shoots. Oh! Crossbar and out. That may have hit back bar, but I think it hit crossbar on this one. Referee in good position there. And McDermott, what a wicked shot from the half boards. Here's McLean. Also equally dangerous on the other side. Back to line to Flick. Over to McLean. Kind of in his skates, though. He couldn't shoot right away. Flick again. Lost the puck. It's back to line and out. McLean back to get it. Backhands it to Hellier. He'll take it in his own end. 42 left in the power play. Smooth move there. Played ahead to McLean. McLean into the corner. Hellier at the line. Keeps it in. 26 left in the power play. Played down low. Marlowe back to Hellier. Over across, there's a shot. Off a body and wide, and it'll be played out to Palmer, who is in behind him, though, and he couldn't get away. Now it's Weber up the ice. He's got a lane. Shoots. Oh, post for Weber. Short-handed for Chris Weber, and he rang it off the iron. Away the other way comes Marlowe. Couldn't get a shot. We're back to even strength. Big hit there by Weber, and here come the Muskies again. Here's a chance. Scores! And the fans traveling in from Shelburne are pumped after that one. A big goal from number 88, Vincent DeCastro, who has sprung and made the most of that shot, putting it glove side on Paycheff, and all of a sudden it's a 2-goal game here. 5-3 Winterhawks here at the Plex in Port Elgin. Andrew Rogers with you live at the Real Raji 21. 9:39 to go here. So Shelburne with a little momentum after that goal. Keith Palmer with an assist. So Palmer and Weber on assists as Prentice goes down. Freiberger in the corner trying to get it off of McGurk as they battle. Puck is in the corner. It'll be picked up by the Muskies, but they put it into the netting and out of play. We get a whistle. 9:09 to go here in the third period. Winterhawks leading the Muskies 5-3. We're in the third period. This will be Konings bringing it up. He'll go in after it. Paychef out to play it away. Now it'll be played into the middle to Froats. And across the line he comes. Leaves for McDermott. McDermott down low. Froats again. Trying to play it to Flick, but he couldn't. Now he still has it. Try to get it back to the line of White, who plays it in deep. Flick on it. He's got it, number 26. Plays it to Froats. Back to Flick again. Flick in behind the net. Has White, but he doesn't give it to him. Elects to keep. Froats again, shoots. Tried to go short side glove, and he missed. It'll be played away by the Muskies. As Konings turns and fires it in, he'll go in after it. Paychef out to play it. Konings with the pressure allows the turnover. Allen in the corner. Plays it there. Going to be fired to the far side here, and McLean picks it up. The Winterhawk captain with it. Leaves it in his own end. 7:52 now to play in a 5-3 game. Into the Muskie zone, they'll turn it back. Allen has Caruso, dumps it into the zone. Nick Castro going to go in after it. Caruso, he was hit by White, gave the puck to Hellier, and he'll play it up the boards to Donaldson. Back into the zone. Check there by Allen in the corner as they try and free up the puck. Back to Benedetti. He'll shoot. Oh! He fired that near people's earlobes and into the corner. Benedetti pinches again. Couldn't get the shot away, and the Winterhawks are going to get this out. McLean across center. Has the man. Marlowe with it now to the outside. Wrapping around, and a save by Levine. Hellier plays it in to Fitzsimmons. Him and McLean back there. Centering pass out of the reach of Marlowe, and here come the Muskies. 6:51 to go, and it's sent in by Palmer. Played back, and Sutter's got to come back for it in the corner. Leaves for Freiberger. In behind the net, lookout. Traffic jam, centering pass. No shot on Paychef, and it's going to come the other way. Fraz is going to send it in and go in after it. McGurk back to get it for Shelburne. He'll play it up the boards. It's intercepted by Sutter. Picked up by Weber. Fired in on Levine, who makes the save, and Muskie's trying to get this puck out. They can initially, but now they do. Weber, he gets around Hellier, but loses the puck in the process. In the middle now, and Palmer in across the line. No shot there, and it's deflected away by the Winterhawks. Back into the Shelburne zone. 6 exactly to go here in the third. Into the middle, out of the reach, and now it's Fraser Cocker trying to get after it. Now it'll be played by the Winterhawks. Erbshot, shot off a stick. Now it's Flick! Save, rebound, it's loose! It's still loose. Centering pass off a broken stick. Here's a shot, they score! Ethan Froats, after all of that commotion, puts it high glove on Levine. And with 5:35 to go, it's 6-3 Winterhawks. Ethan Froats with his second of the hockey game. Puck won back by Shelburne as we have a 6-3 game now for the Winterhawks. This will be played ahead and tipped in by Shelburne. Roach with his second of the game and puts the Muskies lead at 6-3. Backhand there, Levine with the save. It's cleared out by Shelburne. White over to Erbschot. He'll fire it in. 5 minutes to go here in the third. Here comes Shelburne up the ice and into the Winterhawks zone. Centering pass, going to be intercepted by Saugeen Shores, and now it's Erbschot. He'll shoot. Empty net there, and they score. Shelburne pulling the goalie with 4:40 to go, and it ends up in the back of the net, and that makes it a 7-3 game here. I was just in the process of checking the out-of-town score. In the third period, with about 8 minutes left in the third, Petrolia leading the Elora Rocks 4-3. As that face-off puck is dumped into the Shelburne zone, 7-3 Winterhawks lead here in Game 1 of the Hugh McLean A Bracket North Championship. That one shot in and a big hit there by the Winterhawks. Back to the line, it's kept in, but now it barums out. And we'll get a possession here for the Winterhawks in their own end. Freiberger tipped that puck in and took a hit in the process, and Muskies have it in their own end, under 4 to go. Played across here. Now it's going to be Corey Allen across the blue line. Nicastro into the corner against Caleb Morrison. Allen looking for it on the entry. It's Weber in behind the net. He gets away from a few checks and battles for it in the corner. Nicastro had it go off his skate. He still has it now in behind the net. Centering pass. Going to come to Prentice. Shoots! Save Paychef, and he'll hang on. And, whoa! Freiberger dragging his man down to the ice. Nicastro. Caleb Morrison and Corey Allen untangling there in front of Paychef. .326 to go here in the third period. 7-3. Winterhawks lead it. Andrew Rogers here with you live on the Rio Raji 21. Thank you so much for streaming the game with us tonight. Apologies for the issues we had in the first period. And throughout the course of this evening, normally the stream's pretty good, but tonight we've had a ton of issues. Today hasn't been a great day, and you know, when the old expression, when it rains it pours, well, it was a real downpour today. So 3:16 to go here in the third period, and power play for Shelburne. Back to the line to LaRue. He'll throw it over to Palmer. Shoots off a body. I think that might have hit Weber in front. Here's another blast. That one doesn't reach Paychef either. Beck backhand. Deflected away, and now it's going to be McDermott bringing it out. Flick with him. Flick over skates the puck and wipes out at the blue line. Played ahead. Look out. Konings had it stripped away, and now Winterhawks tried to get away there, couldn't, and it's played back into the Shelburne zone. 2:30 to go. 1:04 in the power play for Shelburne, and a 7-3 Winterhawks game. Game 2 of this series Sunday in Shelburne at 1:30. Konings plays it in to Burke. Burke had Caruso in front, but he couldn't get it there, and it's all the way out as it split the defense. Played ahead now to Caruso. He'll play it into the middle to Konings. He gave it away. And now it's going to be out all the way down the ice. Levine leaves it there, and it'll be played away to Burke. Burke had it stripped. Shot in on Paychef, who makes the save, and it'll be held. with 1:47 to go. So it's looking very likely that Saugeen Shores will take Game 1 of this series 7-3. Game 2 on Sunday in Shelburne at 1:30. The second A Championship Series will take place between the Erin Outlaws and Tillsonburg Thunder. That one, Game 1 of that series in Tillsonburg, tomorrow at 7:30. There's a shot saved by Paychef backhand just wide, glove side. Penalty about to expire. We're going to be back to even strength here. Centering pass going to be picked off and shot down the ice by the Winterhawks. Levine gives it away. Oh, look out. That one almost off a skate and past Levine. In the air. Winterhawks trying to get it. Played down by Sutter. Into the middle to Fraz at the line. Centering. Oh, what a save from Levine. He got over in a hurry. We're in the final minute here. Allen at center dumps it in. Now it's going to be McDermott the other way. Catching the Muskies in a change. McDermott going to the outside, stopped by Levine. Puck is played in. Whoa, look out. Steven Sims went down at the blue line there. Little graceful, sure. McDermott puts that wide. 25 to go here in the third as Flick picks it up at center. He's going to bring it in across the line. Flick shoots, scores! Blocker side. Rob Flick puts the icing on the cake in this one. Makes it 8-3 for the Winterhawks with 16.9 to go. And Winterhawks well on their way here to taking Game 1 of this series. And this is the Hugh McLean Trophy A Championship bracket. The North Final between Shelburne and Saugeen Shores. The South Division gets underway tomorrow between the Erin Outlaws and Tillsonburg Thunder. That's at 7:30 in Tillsonburg. Elsewhere, last check, Petrolia was leading Elora 4-3 and looking to take Game 1 of that series. But our final here, the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks victorious. They take Game 1 of this series 8-3. Andrew Rogers signing off. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for bearing with me through the stream this evening. And we'll see you guys again next time. Take care. Live on YouTube, it's OEHL Hockey from the Plex in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. For tonight's OEHL A Bracket North Conference Final, the Hugh McLean Trophy, Game number 1 between the Shelburne Muskies and the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. It's a best-of-7 series that gets underway with Game 1 tonight at the Plex in Port Elgin. Tonight's game is brought to you by the brand new OEHL podcast titled The Raj and Don Show. This is starring Andrew Rogers and Chris Donnelly. It's live OEHL hockey at the Real Raji 21 on YouTube from the Plex in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada.